Now for grammar MCQ today, we're looking at personal and reflexive pronouns. Does anyone know what on earth I'm writing? What are personal pronouns? Anyone knows? Personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? No one? What are pronouns? He, she, it, they, these are pronouns, right? So when you replace the subject, for example, if you replace... if you replace like Miss Nisha, you will use the word she. That's a personal pronoun. Now, what are reflexive pronouns? Reflexive pronouns are pronouns that end with self or selves. Like itself, themselves, right? Herself. So reflexive pronouns are when the subject in a sentence and the object is the same person. They're referring to the same person. You all know what is a subject and an object, right, in a sentence? The subject is the one doing the verb, right? Doing the action, doing the verb. And the object is the one receiving the verb, right? So for example, if I say, Emma hugged Miss Nisha. Emma is the one doing the verb. So Emma is the subject, right? And Miss Nisha is the one receiving the hug. The hug is the verb, right? So Miss Nisha is the object. Okay, I'm explaining this so that I can ask you the question in the next slide. By the way, y'all can still see the slides, right? Even though it's tiny. Okay, good. Okay, next one. Now, personal pronoun. David is my cousin. Do you know David? Zoe and Penny are in the hospital. Sorry. By the way, in British English, we never say in the hospital. Whenever you're going to write a composition or anything, take note, after the word in is hospital. It's not in the hospital. It's just in hospital. Okay. And then the next one, have you visited Zoe and Penny? Now, my question is, out of A, B, C, D, they are all using personal, they are all using the subject. They don't say the personal pronoun. Like for example, David should be he, right? If I'm using personal pronoun. But either ways, can you tell me which A, B, C, or D, which one are the subjects? There are two where the person is a subject. Anyone? A, B, C, or D? Two of the answers. Oh, Charlotte is your middle name. Thank you. I just saw the chat, Emma. So A, B, C, D, which one is the subject? Hello? Gerald. Is Gerald there? Can you unmute yourself? Can you tell me which ones are the subject, where the person is a subject? A, B, C, and D.
A and C.
Yes, very good. A and C are subject pronouns. David can be replaced with he, right? Zoe can be replaced with, Zoe and Penny, so it's they. Right? So these two are the subject pronouns, and the remaining B and D, they are object pronouns because you is the subject. Do you know David? Do you know him? Right? Him is a object pronoun. Have you visited them? Right? So A and C are subject pronouns. B and D are object pronouns. Okay, and this is important because personal pronouns can be divided into two categories, object and subject. Now let's look at this. So this is just explaining to you what personal pronouns are. These are all the examples of personal pronouns, and I already said David and Zoe and Penny are the subjects, so A and C is the correct answer, and you can replace David with he. Same applies for Zoe and Penny, it's they. So these are personal pronouns. Two kinds, subject and object. Okay, subject and object. Next slide. You can see here in B and D, I already said, right? He and they to replace them. So it becomes him. You cannot use he and they. So you use him and them, right? So there are two kinds of personal pronouns. Those we use as subjects and those we use as objects. Now, what are reflexive pronouns? I already explained this. Who can tell me? Who can tell me what are the two words in these two conversations that is a reflexive pronoun? There are two reflexive pronouns, one each in each of the word bubble. Anyone can tell me? If not, I'm going to call a name. Jervin. Is that correct? Or Jervin? Jervin, right? Jervin Tan Li Jie. Can you unmute yourself?
What?
Yes, which two words here are reflexive pronouns? Sorry? Remember I told you reflexive pronouns end with self or selves. So here it's myself and herself. And if you notice, the subject is I, the subject here is she. So I is referring to yourself. So here for reflexive pronoun, the subject and the object are the same. Okay, I'm just writing short form, the same. So I, myself, she, herself. So reflexive pronouns, the subject and the object are referring to the same person. However, in personal pronouns, it's not the same. So that is the difference. So if you look at here, you see all the self, selves, itself, ourselves, myself, herself, and you see I and she and myself. So the doer is actually going back to themselves, right? Referring to the same person. So that's that. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. I would like you to write down the answers. I'm not going to send you to breakout room just to save time since we spent some time just now figuring out the thing. So can you try and write down the answer? I'll call your name. You're going to tell me the answers. Some of them, the answers will be a reflexive pronoun. Like herself here is a reflexive pronoun, right? Here, some of them, the answer will be a personal pronoun. So she is a personal pronoun. So what are the answers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? By the way, I will end at 4:45 since I took 15 minutes to figure things out. So I'll end slightly later, okay, 15 minutes later. So you have the full hour and a half lesson. Sorry about that. When you are done, please give me a thumbs up using the reaction button. So if I have a lot of thumbs up, I will go through the answers and I will call your name. I think I fixed it. Whatever.
Then what you make?
Sorry?
Hello.
Who said hello? Are you all done? Please give me a thumbs up. I want to see a reaction button if you are done. Wow, so noisy. Background is that? Someone's screaming. Do you just hear that? Someone just screamed and yelled. My goodness. Okay, I see reaction buttons. Very good. Can someone unmute and tell me? Okay, let me see. Sinyu, what is the answer for number 1? Yes, Sinyi, right?
Doris is upset because she blames herself for what has happened.
Very good. Before you unmute yourself, can you tell me which one is reflexive, which one is personal pronoun? Remember I told you reflexive pronouns end with self or selves. So which one here is a reflexive pronoun?
The reflexive pronoun is herself.
Yes, very good. So this is the reflexive pronoun and this is the personal pronoun. Good. Thank you. Number 2, someone else. Ren Yu. Your background is making me sleepy. You're yawning and yawning at the background. Of all backgrounds you can choose. Ren Yu, right? Tell me what is the answer for number 2?
Himself.
Very good. Thank you. Now himself, personal or reflexive? Is it a personal pronoun or a reflexive pronoun?
Reflexive.
Yes, good job. You're listening. Well done. Okay, number 3. Someone else. Let's see. Jaden. Is Jaden here? Jaden. Jaden, tell me what is the answer for number 3. Oh, Jaden, I've taught Jaden as well. Jaden, do you remember me? Okay, what is the answer for number 3? Ahmad has no confidence. Just tell me the answer. Hello? Can you all hear him? Or is it just me?
I'm lagging.
Oh, you're lagging. Okay, what's the answer? What's the answer for this?
Nice microphone.
Are you still lagging?
He never believes
Yes,
in
correct.
himself.
He. Good. Can you tell me which one is the personal, which one is reflexive, Jaden?
The personal is Ahmad.
No, the answers. In your answer, Ahmad is not a personal pronoun. Ahmad is a name. It's a noun.
Sorry,
noun.
I was in the middle, brother.
He is a personal pronoun. Himself is a reflexive pronoun. Wake up, Jaden. Number 4, what's the answer? Anyone? Emma, what's the answer for number 4?
The girl was punished
Just tell me the
because
answer. Just tell me the answer.
she
Yes, good. Personal or reflexive, Emma?
reflection.
Reflexive. She is reflexive.
Oh wait, no, personal.
Yes, I told you reflexive ends with self. The word self. S-E-L-F. So like herself, himself, myself. This one is personal. Number 5, what is the answer? Runway. I see a big red bird. Runway, where's your face? I cannot see you. Can I make sure your face is seen? Runway, what's the answer for number 5? Hello? Are you there? I can see your face. Okay, Joanne has raised your hand. Joanne, can you answer? Thank you.
Themselves.
Yes, very good. Now, is this personal or reflexive?
Reflexive.
Yes, well done. Good job. Thank you. It's reflexive. Well done. It's Joanne, right? Am I saying her name correctly?
Joan.
Joanne. Okay, Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. Okay, now let's look at questions 6 to 10. Can you try? Give yourself a minute. I'll give you a minute and then I'll go through the answers. Write down the answers and I'll call your name and then you can tell me the answers. And tell me whether it's reflexive or personal. Gerald wrote down the answers in the chat. I just told you I'm not going to check the chat. I want you to unmute and speak.
I don't see it.
Oh, sorry. You don't see it? Can you see it now? Number 6 to 10?
I still can't.
What do you all see? In my screen, it shows 6 to 10. What do you all see? You all see 6 to 10, right? Everybody else can see. Okay.
Yeah,
Everybody
6 to
else can
10.
see, so it's not. It's you. It's your laptop. Everybody else sees 6 to 10.
Picture is the wrong page.
Okay. Do you all see the right page now? Okay. Can you tell me what's the answer for number 6? Anybody? Yes, Cindy?
Although Danny is poor,
Just tell me the answer.
Mm.
Just tell me the answer.
he
Yes, good. Thank you. Reflexive or personal?
personal.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Number 7. Anyone else? Q-I-H-U-I. Is it Chi Hui? Chi Hui? No? I cannot see Chi Hui.
Herself.
Herself. Am I saying her name correctly? Is it her? Is it Chi Hui? Yes? Yes? Okay, now I cannot see her anymore. Anyway, yes, it's herself. Herself. Reflexive or personal? It is. This is a reflexive pronoun, right? Chi Hui, it's a reflexive pronoun. Number 8. Y-U-Q-U-A-N. Sorry, Y-I-Q-U-A-N. How do I say your name?
Yichuan.
Yichuan. Is it Yichuan? Okay, Yichuan. Number 8. What's the answer?
Him.
Yes, very good. Reflexive or personal?
Personal.
Very good. Thank you. Number 9.